Hey, I'm Louise. Let's talk hospital bags. First things first, whether you are planning a hospital birth or a home birth, it's always a really good idea just to have the hospital bag ready to grab should you need to. I mean, best case scenario, if you are having a home birth, you're not going to need it. But as a just in case, the last thing we want to be doing is running around trying to find bits and pieces to stuff into a canvas bag before we make that trip to the hospital. Now, when you get to the hospital, they're very likely to ask you whether you have a birth plan. So it's always worth having a copy of your plan already in your bag so that you can just hand it over at the beginning and everyone knows where they stand. Another thing, again, is if you have insurance, all of the details that you're going to need, all of the boring paperwork, have it to hand so that that can be out the way and then you can get going with the process. So what goes into this bag? Well, Clothes for Mum is a really great place to start. And when we think about Clothes for Mum, we want to think about what we're actually going to be labouring in. So a labour gown, either from the hospital or brought from home, some comfy, cosy socks to keep our feet warm, and maybe a robe just to keep the chill off if we do get chilly. Once baby arrives, mum still needs to be comfortable. So again, we're looking at loose fitting clothing. So a couple of pairs of loose fitting pants, a couple of nursing tanks so that there's easy access for breastfeeding, and maybe a really comfortable pajama set so that mum can wear it on the ward if she's staying in hospital for a couple of days or a couple of nights. Now, depending on where you live, your hospital may or may not provide you with an adult diaper or your mummy maternity gear afterwards. So pack some of those just in case. It's really nice to have something that you already feel comfortable with and that you're familiar with as well. Okay, I can hear you. What about baby? So now, when we have a baby, skin to skin is key, but it's not just key for the first hour. Of course, the first hour is wonderful and hugely beneficial, but skin to skin in the following days, weeks, months, etc. maintains its benefits. So with that in mind, we often don't need as many clothes for baby as we might think, particularly because hospitals are super warm. So we can have baby in just a diaper or a nappy for a lot of the time, resting carefully against mum's chest, getting that lovely skin to skin. Now we do need to pack something for baby to go home in. So packing a going home outfit for baby and one for mum is another really important addition to the bag. So what else goes in this bag other than clothes? Well, toiletries are a really important one. But don't worry, you don't have to pack every single item you own. We can keep it really simple. I think top of the toiletry list is a chapstick or a lip balm. This is because hospitals are super warm and because we can get quite dehydrated in labour. So having a lip balm or a chapstick to hand just to ward off those dry lips can make a really big difference for comfort levels. Now, when we're thinking about packing toiletries, we can think about this as if we were going away for a couple of days. What are the things we essentially need? These are things like toothpaste, toothbrush, floss. We're talking about deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, and soap. We don't have to take every single toiletry that we own, just the things that are going to tide us over for the couple of days that we're away. Now, some mums also prefer to pack some makeup. Obviously, this is personal preference. Sometimes we're going to be having some photographs or videos taken during or after labour, and also just to kind of make us feel more human when we leave the hospital. But again, it's personal choice. Next, we're going to come to the more random things that you might want to pack, and these are things that may or may not work for your choices. So lots and lots of mums really would like some music or some calm, relaxing sounds whilst they're in labour. And for these mums, a Bluetooth speaker or some headphones are top of the list. Now for other mums, they don't want any sound at all. We're talking calm, we're talking quiet, and there are things that can help that environment too. So twinkle lights are a really lovely addition, and also battery operated candles just to pop around your hospital room. In terms of technology, our phone is a really obvious one, but make sure that you pack a charger to go with it, and extra bonus points if your charger is extra long. The next thing would be an iPad or a Kindle. So lots and lots of mums, particularly if you're getting induced, you might find there's a bit of a wait before things really start to kick in. So just stop our mind kind of overplaying and overrunning worries. It can really help just to dive into a book or a game and to take our mind off things. Now, if you've already had a baby, you're probably watching this and wondering, why is she not mentioning snacks? So here it is, pack some snacks. Pack your best snacks, your favourite snacks. You might need them, you might not need them, but it's always good to have snacks on hand. And even if you don't have them during labour, it's often really nice just to have your favourites after birth because hospital food can be hit and miss. Now, when you go into labour, it's likely that you're going to have a partner or a support person with you by your side. And that person is also going to need some stuff, right? Now, it's up to you whether you want to share your bag. I don't like sharing my bag, but you might be nicer than me. So if you want to share your bag, go ahead, or have him or her take their own bag. Inside that bag, it's all the basics. So it's things like a spare pair of clothes, their toiletries that they're going to need. Again, think of it like they're going away for a couple of days, and have them pack their own snacks, because nobody wants to share their snacks when they're in labour. And if you're expecting a baby soon, I'm sending you love and luck. And remember, if you do forget something in your hospital bag, there's going to be someone there that's going to be able to find the thing you need. I personally forgot soap, but there was a beautiful nurse on hand to save the day, as they so often do.